Okie dokie, here we go. Beginning yoga. All you need is your mat. You can have blocks or no blocks. We'll incorporate them. So we'll start seated. Oh, it's nice and toasty. All right, so either a simple seated position, legs can be straight out if you're uncomfortable. You can do a half lotus, which crosses one leg over. If you'd like, you can cross both legs. Again, always do what your body approves of. Sit up nice and tall. Face those hands down for grounding. If you want to receive energy, you're going to face the palms upward and place the thumb and index finger together. Do long spine. And let's take a nice deep breath in. And gently exhale all that breath. And again, inhale. And gently exhale. Let's circle that head all the way around. And take another breath in. Exhale, reverse your circle. And head back to the center. Open those eyes if they're closed. And let's roll the shoulders to the back. Nice big circles. Pinch those shoulder blades behind you. And then reverse. Pull it up and over. Good, one more. And lift those arms out and up. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, open. Take that left hand down. Stretch the right arm over the head. And lift and twist. Right hand behind you. Left hand on the knee. Try to look behind you. And release. Reach the left arm out. Inhale. Exhale, nice. Long stretch. And lift and twist. Left hand behind you. And release and take it back to the center. Let's flex the left hand and let the head fall to the right. You can stay there, or you can take your right hand and just gently press the head away, lengthening that stretch. I feel this one all the way down to my bicep. And then release gently, and then change. Flex that right hand, tilt your head to the left. Again, if you'd like, gently press that head away, lengthening your stretch. And gently release, bring it back to the center. Good, we're going to stretch the back of our neck. So take your hands behind the head, and then just hinge forward an inch or two with the spine, and then tilt the head. So you don't necessarily want the chin to touch the chest. You want a long spine, lengthen the neck. And lift it back to the center. And then let's stretch the front of the neck. So hands pressing down on the chest. And you're going to keep your mouth together when you look up. And if you want to get a deeper stretch, make a pouty face like a child, like you're sad. Take a deep breath in. Exhale through the nose and look up. Mouth closed, chin up. And release, bring it back to the center. Then take those arms down. And let's straighten the legs out in front of us. Lift the arms up, take a deep breath in. And then exhale, forward, fold. So as usual, belly button in, round spine. Folded forward. And look up and flex. Open the chest, shoulders down. And then round and point. And then roll it up. Before we take it down, let's do a nice little hip stretch. So I'll face you. You're gonna either have the left leg straight or bent. I like it bent and relaxed. And then you're gonna take your right hand under the leg. And I like to just kind of grab the foot. Make sure that your joints aren't tweaked. Keep the joints lined up, but just pull that leg towards you. Also, if you like, you can lengthen the spine. You can move around a little bit. Just kind of get that hip nice and loose. Good, and then you're gonna take that leg forward and we're just gonna stretch. So if you're not very flexible, just find whatever works for you. Otherwise, if you can, you climb up higher and pull the leg closer. Again, do what works for your body. Woo. And then gently release that leg. And then we're gonna do another hip opener. So again, wherever your flexibility is, it's all good. You can grab around the knee and open the hip. Otherwise, you grab the heel or you can grab that big toe. And again, we lengthen the spine and just open that hip, even if you're under here. Good. Bring it back to the front. And then let's gently lower that leg. Keep that left leg bent. And then you're just going to fold it forward. Belly button in. Take that head down. And then gently roll it up. And let's change sides. So you can leave the right leg straight or bend it. And let's start with that little hip stretch. Grab the left arm under the leg. I like to flex my foot. And then I grab under my heel and just kind of pull that leg in. Again, if you'd like, you can lengthen the spine or keep it soft. Up to you. It feels more comfortable to me to be straight. And then just kind of move that hip around. You can even do little circles or just pull it towards you. Again, just do whatever feels good to you. Just kind of loosen that joint. And then release. And then again, let's stretch it forward. So however your flexibility, even if it's way down here, you can hold it here. Otherwise, walk it up and try to pull it close to you. And then gently release, and then let's do that hip opener. So again, you're gonna open it to the side, like grabbing under the leg or the heel, or you grab the big toe, wherever you are. Try to lengthen the spine and just kind of open that little hip joint. Feels like a nice stretch on my shoulder too. Ooh. And then you're gonna take that leg forward, and I'm just gonna readjust my foot so my leg doesn't land on it. And then just gently lower. Keep your belly button pulled in. Kind of challenge your core. And then fold it forward. And walk it up. Bring soles of the feet together, and we're going to keep the feet close to the bottom. Again, nice hip stretch. It's a stretchy yoga day. Grab around the ankles, not the toes. We typically tweak that joint if we grab around the toes, so the ankles are more solid. Lengthen your spine and then try to press those knees open. And then relax in the center. And then slide the heels farther forward and then fold it forward, belly button in. This one's more for the spine, this stretch. And then roll it up. And then let's take it over onto our knees. We're just going to take it into a child's pose. So starting ever so gently. Lengthen the arms. Forehead is down on the mat. Even here, I pull my belly button in. Just always training your core to be engaged. And you're going to keep your elbows down. We're going to do a dolphin. So it's like a downward dog, but on the elbows. Tuck your toes under. Belly button pulled up. Take a breath in. Exhale, knees come off of your mat. Bottom goes up towards your ceiling or the sky. And then you press back on the arms. And I'm going to relax my head, relax my neck. And then gently come out of that, taking those knees down to the mat. And then point those feet. And then you're going to bring it up to a tabletop position. And then we're going to do our cow posture. So you arch your spine, look up, inhale. And then exhale. Cat. Pull that belly button up around the spine. And one more time, arch and inhale. And then exhale. Pull it up. And let's take it to downward dog. Toes under, bottoms up, belly button up. So try to press the heels downward and then try to press back on those arms. Even here, keep your belly button pulled up. And let's soften the knees. Heels come off of the mat. Look forward towards your hands and then walk towards those hands. You can keep the knees soft. And then let's rise up. Keep your belly button scooped up. Roll it up one vertebrae at a time. And then swoop down. Arms out and up. Inhale. Palms together over the head. Exhale. Lift up out of your hips. Open the chest. Look up. And then swan dive forward so your chest is open. And then when you get halfway, forward fold, belly button up, relax the spine. And half lift up, inhale. And then exhale, forward fold. We're going to take it into a chair pose. So just reach your arms forward. And again, adjust your chair to whatever feels good to you. Flat back, belly button in. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, open your right arm so it goes down. And as you open, you look to the right, rotating your torso. And bring it back to the center. Inhale. Exhale. Left arm drops. Pull your belly button in. Rotate that torso. Yes. And reach back to the front. Very nice. And then just forward fold. Belly button in. Another little half lift up. Take a breath in. And exhale, forward fold. Soften those knees. And you're going to step it back to a plank position. Good. And then we're going to lower down to the mat. So you can lower with the knees down if you like, or from plank, your choice. Elbows in. Point those feet. Take a breath in. Exhale, press it up. Either stop in cobra halfway or lift your hips up, extend the arms, and sink down. Stretch out that lower back. And then stretch it back into a child's pose. And roll it up. We're going to go into a camel pose. So we're going to go through several different levels, and you're going to choose what works for you. You're going to take it up onto the knees, and then I like to make sure that the knees are lined up with the hips, all right? So starting gently, you're going to place the hands on the small of your back. So this is protecting the lower spine. So I don't want you to sink and then arch back. I want you to try to keep the hips this way, forward, and then you'll open your chest, okay? So elbows back, take a deep breath in. Exhale, open that chest, chin up, hips pressing forward, stretching the front of the hips, yes. And then gently lift back to the center. Good, 2 more like that, inhale. Exhale, open the chest, chin up, lengthen the spine, press the hips slightly forward. and bring it back to neutral. Good, we're gonna do one more. You can either repeat that or I'll instruct you on the full camel. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Open that chest, chin up. Again, you could stay here or one hand at a time. You could find your heels. Again, if that's gonna strain you, then don't go there yet. Same thing, we're trying to press those hips forward and open that chest. And then lift up. Good, and let's counter that stretch with a child's pose. Sit back, slide your hands forward, forehead on the mat, nice. All right, we're gonna take it back into our downward dog, so tuck those toes under. Take a breath in. Exhale, knees up, bottoms up, keep your belly button scooped up. And then we're gonna let the right leg lift up. And then lower that leg. You're gonna step it through into a lunge. Yes, lunges are wonderful for both hips. Front of the left, the back of the right. You're gonna gently lower your left knee and then point your foot, just lay it flat. You can either keep your hands on the mat or to deepen that stretch a little bit. You can press it up to that knee and open that chest. Good, and take it forward. And then flex it back. Stretch out your hamstring, belly button in. Forward fold. And then you're going to take it back to a child's pose. And then we're going to repeat. Downward dog, toes under. Knees up, bottoms up. Belly button up, press it back. Left leg up. And lower, step it through into a lunge. Good, really stretch those hips out. And gently lower that right knee and point that foot. Good, you can stay right there, or you can press it up to that knee. Helps increase the stretch on the hip flexor. Good, if you'd like, you can also press back and open that chest. Good, take those hands down, flex it back. Even here, pull the belly button in. Flex your foot, a nice stretch. And then bring it to child's pose. And let's roll it up. And from here, let's do a chest opener. You're gonna clasp your hands behind you. And then you're going to lengthen your arms and open your chest. So several things. You can stay right here, or you can lift up your bottom and then place your head on the mat and then lift the arms up. Belly button pulled in. And then lift it back up. All right, let's grab our blocks. Let's just do a chest opener, and then we'll do another lovely stretch before we part. All right, this is my favorite. We've done this before, and I love it, and I would do it every day, and I recommend anybody to do it every day. There's things we just don't, as humans, don't stretch enough, and that's chest, that's calves. So, and hips, tight hips. All right, so we're gonna make our T. So this one is my pillow. This one goes between my shoulder blades. So we're trying to open up the chest and get it between our little chicken wings. Get a little separation there as well, okay? So make your little T. I always have to adjust it and kind of mess with it to get it to exactly where I need it. But we start here. And then if you could see yourself in your camera, I mean, usually in the studio we don't have that. You just feel it out. But if you need to see yourself, you just find the spot that works for you. And then I'm going to use this as my pillow. And then I'm going to open my arms, open my chest. If you want a deeper stretch on the front of the neck or chest, you can lower the block and stretch a little deeper. Ooh. And you can stay here, or again, deepening that stretch, you can slide your legs straight on the mat and just relax. Out of that, you're just going to bring those arms in. I'm going to place my elbows down and I lift my head. I just press myself up off of my blocks. And let's take it down. Good. All right, now we're going to take our legs out in a wide second position. So this one's wonderful for not only the inner thighs, but the hips and the hamstrings in a different fashion. And we're going to do some stretches that are great for side body opening. So flex your feet, yoga style. If you'd like and you have a block, you can reach like that, all right? If you don't have a block, then you don't use your block, all right? You can take your right hand down wherever you are, reach that left arm out, and I'm going to kind of slide out. I'm going to just reach and lengthen the left side of my body. If you can go deeper, go deeper. If this feels good, wonderful. If you can, you're trying to grab the other foot. Again, if you can't, don't worry. On your shoulders. And then we're going to lift up. And then we're going to turn and face the leg. So turn that whole torso. Again, belly button in, and you're going to walk your hands out over that leg. So again, however your flexibility is, if you need your blocks, you can always use those blocks for any of that stuff, just to kind of help you. If you want to increase your flexibility, you can even use a block and put it behind your foot. You're like, yeah, right. Again, goals. Someday. And then release out of that. And let's change sides. So again, you can reach for that block, or you can have your hand on your mat, whatever works. Really reach and lengthen. Ultimate goal is to get that toe. And turn and face that leg. Walk it out, belly button in. Hold that stretch. And release and walk it up. And now we're going to go right down the center. So again, if your flexibility isn't that great, you can even like hold the blocks. You can also put both blocks in both hands. If you can, you can try to even get your elbows on the blocks. Eventually you try to get your elbows on the floor. Eventually you try to get your chest on the floor. So you do what works for you. Try to keep your feet from rolling in. You don't want your joints to get tweaked. Keep them facing the ceiling or the sky. And do what works for you. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And again, inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. And then walk yourself in ever so gently. And then try to bring those legs together. Oh, yeah. Shake it out. And then you're going to lengthen your legs on the mat. And then take the deep breath in. And then forward fold. Belly button in, round spine. Hopefully it's a little bit easier than it was when we first started. And look up and flex. Open that chest. And round and point. And roll it up. Good. And let's finish how we started, either in your simple seated position, or you can do half or full lotus. If I crossed one leg over the first time, I always make sure I do the other leg because I'm weird like that. It's got to be even Steven. All right, so let's fill our body with oxygen. Oxygen is healing. So rest those hands on your legs. Sit up tall. You can have your eyes open or closed, totally up to you. Take a deep breath in through the nose. You're going to expand the rib cage and fill your lungs with oxygen. And hold it in. Gently exhale, close the rib cage. And again, inhale, expand the rib cage. Hold it in. And exhale. Last time, inhale. Hold it in. And exhale as you circle that head all the way around. And take another breath in. Exhale, reverse your circle. And lift the head back to the center. Swoop those arms down and up. Inhale. Palms together over the head. Exhale, pull it down, prayer position. Let those thumbs rest to the center of the chest. And hinge forward slightly with the upper body. Place the thumbs between the eyes. And bow your head forward. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Namaste. Still a cute song. Oh, unfold. All right, let me turn off the recording. Goodbye, recording. Until we meet again.